Welcome to our video on the character building of one of the most iconic anti-heroes in video game history, Raziel, the protagonist of the Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver series. Raziel's character development is a complex and fascinating journey, spanning across multiple games and timelines. His legacy as a fallen vampire, bent on vengeance and a hallmark of the series and a testament to the power of character building in video games. At the beginning of Soul Reaver, Raziel is resurrected by the Elder God, who grants him the power to consume the souls of his enemies and impose his will upon the material world. As Raziel progresses through the game, he encounters various challenges and obstacles that force him to confront his own nature and motivations. He grapples with his resentment towards Kain, his loyalty to his former master, and his newfound role as a spectral being. Throughout the series, Raziel's character development is driven by his relationships with other characters such as Kain, the Elder God, and the various vampire clans. His interactions with these characters reveal his inner struggle and turmoil and highlight his growing sense of autonomy and purpose. Raziel's character building is a masterclass in how to create a complex, nuanced protagonist with a rich inner life and compelling motivations. His journey from a loyal vampire soldier to a vengeful specter to a self-aware being is a testament to the power of character development in video games. Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver, a classic action-adventure game that has captured the hearts of many gamers since its release in 1999. But what about its fan base? Let's dive into the legacy of this beloved game and its dedicated community. The fan base of Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver is diverse and passionate, spanning across generations and continents. From speedrunners to cosplayers, fans have found various ways to express their love for the game and its characters. The creativity of the fan base is evident in the vast amount of fan art, fan fiction, and fan games inspired the Legacy of Kain series. These works of art not only showcase the talent of the fans, but also keep the legacy of the game alive. The lore and narrative of Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver is a subject of much discussion and theorizing among fans. Online forums and social media are filled with fans sharing their interpretations and hypotheses about the game's story and characters. Fans of Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver also came together in real life at conventions and events dedicated to the game. These gatherings provide an opportunity for fans to connect, share their experiences, and celebrate their love for the game together. The impact and legacy of Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver would not be possible without its dedicated fan base. Developers and industry professionals have acknowledged and appreciated the passion and support of the fans, often citing it as a driving force behind the game's success. The fan base of Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver is a testament to the game's enduring appeal and the power of fandom. Through their creativity, passion, and dedication, fans have kept the legacy of this classic game alive and thriving. The story of Soul Reaver begins with Kain, a nobleman who is turned into a vampire and becomes the ruler of the land of Nosgoth. However, Kain's rule is challenged by his lieutenant Raziel, who is jealous of Kain's power and position. In a fit of jealousy, Kain tears off Raziel's wings and casts him into the abyss, a swirling vortex that devours all who fall into it. But Raziel does not die. Instead, he is reborn as a being of shadow and flame, and embarks on a quest for vengeance against Kain and his fellow vampires. As Raziel travels through Nosgoth, he encounters a variety of challenges and enemies, including other vampires, spectral beings, and even Kain himself. Along the way, he learns more about the history of Nosgoth, the vampire race, and the corrupting influence of the something known as the Pillars of Nosgoth. One of the key gameplay mechanics of Soul Reaver is Raziel's ability to devour the souls of his enemies. By defeating enemies and absorbing their souls, Raziel gains new abilities and powers, allowing him to access new areas and progress through the game. This mechanic adds a layer of strategic depth to the game's combat and exploration. As Raziel delves deeper into Nosgoth and confronts Kain once again, he learns the truth about his own past and the true nature of the Pillars of Nosgoth. The game's epic conclusion sets the stage for a sequel, which would further explore the world and characters of Legacy of Kain. Over the years, the Legacy of Kain series has produced several sequels and spin-offs, each adding to the rich mythology and the lore of the world of Nosgoth. from the time-traveling antics of Blood and Man Legacy of Kain to the philosophical musings of Legacy of Kain Defiance. The series has something for every fan of dark, intelligent action-adventure games. Our story begins with Raziel, a powerful vampire who was once a lieutenant to the vampire lord Kain. But when Raziel's wings began to grow in ahead of the other vampires, Kain saw him as a threat and cast him into the abyss. Resurrected by the Elder God, Raziel is gifted with the ability to absorb the souls of the dead, and is tasked with hunting down and destroying his former brethren who have become corrupted by the malevolent force known as the Soul Reaver. Throughout the game, Raziel encounters a number of characters who help to shed light on the rich and complex backstory of the Legacy of Kain universe, from Kain himself, who is revealed to be the architect of the vampire's downfall, to the enigmatic Elder God who guides Raziel on his quest. As Raziel and Kain face off in the game's final battle, the true extent of Kain's plan and Raziel's role in it are revealed, setting the stage for the sequels and further exploration of this dark and fascinating world. Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver is a masterclass in narrative storytelling, offering a deep and immersive experience that few other games can match. Join us as we continue to explore this classic title and the legacy it has left behind. Raziel was once a high-ranking vampire in the army of Kain, the powerful being who rules the land of Nosgoth. However, when Raziel evolved to surpass Kain, he was cast out and killed by his former master. But death is not the end for Raziel. He is brought back to life by the Elder God, a mysterious and powerful being who gives Raziel the Soul Reaver, a weapon capable of devouring the souls of his enemies, and grants him the power to travel between the material and spectral realms. With these newfound abilities, Raziel sets out on a quest for vengeance against Kain and to restore balance to the corrupted land of Nosgoth. Along the way, he encounters a host of fascinating characters and uncovers ancient secrets and betrayals that will change his destiny forever. Raziel's journey is one of redemption and transformation, as he evolves from a vengeful, bitter creature to a being of enlightenment and wisdom. His legacy as the Reaver of Souls will forever be etched in the annals of gaming history as one of the most compelling and unforgettable anti-heroes of all time. In the world of Nosgoth, a land plagued by eternal strife and darkness, a hero rises. Welcome to our exploration of the shifting realms of Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. Raziel, once a loyal servant of the vampire lord Kain, is betrayed and cast into the abyss for daring to evolve beyond his master, but fate has other plans for him. Upon his return, Raziel discovers the ability to shift between two realms, the material realm and the spectral realm. Each realm offers its own challenges and rewards, and mastering the ability to shift between them is key to Raziel's quest for vengeance. The material realm is the world as we know it, populated by both the living and the undead. Raziel can interact with objects and enemies in this realm, but he is also vulnerable to attack. The spectral realm, on the other hand, is a dark and ethereal reflection of the material realm. Here, Raziel is immune to attack, but cannot interact with objects or enemies. Instead, he must use his wits and his ability to manipulate time to overcome obstacles and solve puzzles. Shifting between the two realms allows Raziel to access areas and items that would otherwise be inaccessible. For example, a door in the material realm may be locked, but in the spectral realm, Raziel can find the key and bring it back to the material realm to unlock the door. In combat, shifting between the two realms can also be a powerful strategy. Raziel can use the spectral realm to evade enemy attacks and regenerate his health, then shift back to the material realm to deliver a crushing blow. The shifting realms of Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver add a unique and challenging twist to the action-adventure genre. By mastering the ability to shift between realms, Raziel can unlock the secrets of Nosgoth and claim his rightful revenge. At the heart of this world is the struggle between two ancient beings, Kain and Raziel, and the eternal battle for power and redemption. Kain, the powerful vampire lord, seeks to rule Nosgoth and restore his own lost power. Raziel, once Kain's trusted lieutenant, was betrayed and cast into the abyss, only to return as a Wraith, seeking vengeance against his former master. The world of Nosgoth is a complex tapestry of interconnected realms, each with its own unique history, culture, and inhabitants. From the decadent vampire cities of the main realm to the spectral plains of the underworld, the world of Nosgoth is a place of wonder, danger, and adventure. As a wraith, Raziel has the power to shift between the material and spectral planes, allowing him to access areas and abilities denied to others. This unique ability, combined with his razor-sharp sword and cunning intellect, make Raziel a force to be reckoned with in his quest for vengeance. The world of Nosgoth is a place of epic scale and grand adventure, where every corner holds new secrets and challenges to discover. In the end, only one can rule Nosgoth, and only one can be the true legacy of Kain. In conclusion, Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver is a true classic of the action-adventure genre. Its innovative gameplay mechanics, rich storyline, and captivating atmosphere have stood the test of time, making a game that is still worth playing today.